In fact, we buy so much from them that the only thing we feel like we can do when we get frustrated is we boycott and we say, we're buying everything from you and we're giving you all of our money. We're going to take some of that money back. The bigger question to me is not whether or not you should take some of the money back. That's an obvious thing. The bigger question to me is, well, why aren't they buying from you? And why aren't you internally generating whatever it is that you feel like you need to get from them anyway? Why the hell were you in Target so much in the first damn place? That's the question I want to ask. Why do you, and why are you even implying that if they change their behavior, you'll go right back to giving them all your money when you should be giving to yourself? That what you can generate internally gives you power. Those who are feeding you have the ability to starve you. And so that sort of idea, let's go back to the psychological, the idea that we import our self-esteem from others. We seek validation from others. We seek awards from others. We seek jobs from others. We seek education from others. We seek status from others. We need to be acknowledged by others. That becomes very expensive. Black people probably spend $1 trillion a year just buying their self-esteem, purchasing their self-worth when they have the BET, the commercials during the BET Awards showing the sophisticated black woman who's got the good corporate job, who just bought the 200 or $100,000 Lexus or whatever it is, and you're looking at that and saying, "Ooh, I want to be like her." What they're selling you is they're not selling you a car. They're selling you validation. And so the person who has no validation, who has a hole in their soul, who doesn't feel like they're worth anything, is going to say, "Ooh, let me go drop that 100 grand on the car dealer so I can feel better about myself, so that I can feel like I'm somebody just like the lady in the commercial." The person whose self-esteem is intact says, "Nah, I think I'm gonna keep the 100,000, because my kids probably need it more than Lexus does. Let me put that money in my stock portfolio. Let me just keep that internally. I got a car. My car gets me from point A to point B. I don't need to be like the lady with the corporate job who's driving the Lexus." She's being drained, unfortunately. And I hate to say it. I'm not making fun of her, but because some of you know that lady, right? But really, it's the Lexus, it's even the corporate job, right? The idea that, like, so for example, when with all the layoffs with black women, I think black women got hit with 300,000 layoffs. And my friend Constance Carter did a great video where she explained that this is going to unleash black female entrepreneurship and get black women really owning assets and owning their own businesses at a very high level. I said, amen. That's good. That's a good thing. I'm not saying that I'm happy that somebody broke your plate, but if somebody got to break your damn plate for you to see your self-worth, then I'll be damned. Let me get the breaking plates up in here because for whatever reason, when you eating good and you're comfortable in your servitude, you forget who you are. You forget your worth. They see your worth. That's why I talked to a black woman the other day that I met at the Power Networking Conference. She worked with JP Morgan Chase and Jamie Dimon. And I said, yeah, I really like Jamie Dimon. I own JP Morgan Chase stock. I think he runs the company really well. And she told me about her experiences with him. And eventually she realized the value of having her own job or having her own business. And she had left to start her own business. And she said, Jamie Dimon called and said, "Where are you? Why don't you come back?" And then I was thinking, yeah, that's because he sees your worth. He sees how dynamic and how extraordinary you are. And I think that that situation might have been fine for you. But I really think that when you're talking about building the generational wealth and really doing things that have maximum impact on the people that you care about, then working directly with your people and building wealth in your community, building wealth in your family is the ultimate win for you because that's what Jamie Dimon is doing.